Hockey here at the beautiful Six Nations Sports Memorial Center. Let's welcome your starting lineup for tonight's game. Six Nations Ironmen, number 4, Steve LaForge. I guess they're not ready. Number 91, Kessler Scott. Number 27, Terry Ridley. And number 42, Isaac Suko. And number 71, Brendan Anderson.
And welcome to the Six Nations Memorial Cultural and Recreation Center here in Six Nations of the Grand River. Daryl Smart with you along for this ride. Northern Premier Hockey League action between the new Six Nations Ironmen and the Stratford Irish here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Thanks for joining us as we get things set up here and teed up. The Six Nations Ironmen have played 4 games so far this year, 2-2 record. This is going to be their second game at home this season. For the Irish, they're in second place in the Gateway, or in the South Division. 3 games played, 2 wins, 1 loss. Starting between the pipes tonight for the Stratford Irish, it's Merrick Pavlis. And down to the other end, it's looking like Tim Porter, number 70, between the pipes tonight. Officials almost ready to get things going here. Thanks again for joining us. We're happy to bring you Six Nations Ironmen hockey all season long here from Six Nations of the Grand River. Kessler Sky taking the draw against Stephen Pirog. And we are set to go here. And we're off. Ironmen win the draw. Scrambled up play. Puck goes into the right corner. Anderson tries to get his check on. There's a shot and a save by Porter. That one off of the centerman, Stephen Pirog. Early action for Tim Porter, who has been very busy in this NPHL action so far. Ironman down in the corner. Centering pass intended for Anderson from Stephen LaForme. There's a quick dump in. Ironman moving the puck well here. There's the shot from Anderson. That one off the pad of Pavlis. Rebound comes out. And Briglin with it, circles around, gets checked off the puck. As Theo Hill dumps it in. Puck in the corner, there's a big hit. Laid by Sean General. He's behind the net, tries to make something happen here. Loose puck picked up by the Irish. Number 44, Matt Barnes. He's got it. To Sullivan Sparks, who goes offside in the early going here. End-to-end action to start this one off. So we're set for another draw. That one won by the Ironmen. Hill. Back to Hill. This is Theo Hill with it. Shot saved by Pavlis. As we've got a little bit of a skirmish in front of the Irish net. As the Hill brothers and Brock Farmer mix things up. Set for another draw here. To the left of Pavlis. There's the shot from Mitch Brown. Karam off the boards. Gave Pavlis a little bit of trouble. The Ironmen trying to work in behind the net here, work things out. There's a centering pass. Brown with the shot, that one wide. Picked up Hill. He tries to get the puck deep into the Irish end. And a nice hit there by the Ironmen. Barnes. Loose puck picked up by the Irish here on their own blue line here is Hunter. Looks for Migliaccio, but couldn't connect. Migliaccio with the deep opportunity and a save by Tim Porter. Down to the other end, here's Hill. That's Dylan Hill now. As end-to-end action, Dylan Hill with the opportunity there. Pavlis with the save, but the puck off its moorings as we have another face-off to the left of Pavlis. Draw. Won by the Irish as they head up the left side of the rink. Here, dump in. Porter hands off. Puck intercepted. As the Irish regroup in their own end. Here's some wheels from Henderson. Henderson down the right side. He dishes it off. No can do on that one as the Ironmen bring the puck up. Ironmen with an opportunity there, and is a shot from the left side and a shot and a save by Pavlis. Great end-to-end action so far. Puck skips past an Ironman player. Irish again, there's a shot. From Pirog, but goes wide of Porter as the Irish try to work things out at the Ironman blue line. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a penalty on that. We'll take a gander at the replay here. Is yes, there's the infraction there, a little bit of a tie-up. So the Stratford Irish go to the power play for the first time today. Irish try to get the puck in deep, but couldn't get a handle on the puck as the Ironmen grab it and launch it down the other end of the ice here. Stratford trying to get things going here. There's Christian Polillo, rings it around the boards, but nobody there to handle that one. As Polillo from Brantford, playing for the Irish, former Corvair in Caledonia. There's a dump in by the Irish. As Barnes was met by Anderson. Pavlis stops things in his own end here as the Irish try to go end-to-end here on the power play to get things going. Connor Hall with it. Couldn't get anything started. As the puck goes in, Pavlis has to race out. Play the puck. That one off the boards and into the hands of Mitch Brown, who dumps it in again. Barnes taking a look. Pass intended for Hernandez, but thank you.
Beautiful.
Mind if I take that? Puck down in the Stratford end. Just getting a brand new lineup in hand here. As the Stratford Irish try to get things going, but back and forth like a ping pong, now back into the Stratford end. Steve Laforme has it. Couldn't get it up front, and now the Irish move up the ice down the left side. That's Cole Thiessen. There's a shot from up top from Henderson. And another shot, that one off the stick of Montgomery. And Tim Porter's hot tonight so far. Looks like we're going to have a penalty here on the play. Let's take a replay to see what that is. As there's the shot from Montgomery, the second shot. Couldn't see it on the replay. Looks like a slash. So, Six Nations power play gets to work here. 14 minutes to go in the first period. Thanks for joining us here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page as Connor Hall dumps it in. Oh. Brendan Anderson, former St. Catharines Falcon, former Hamilton Bulldog as well. Ironman defense try to get things up. There's a head pass for Farmer, but he couldn't get a handle on it. There's Hill. Tyler Hill with it. And he's got a great set of hands on him as Anderson's in the corner on the point. He and Hill play pitch and catch. There's a shot from Anderson. Shot and a save by Pavlis. Or Pavis, sorry. Great start to this one. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here in the early goings of this one. As Sky is on the draw. He wins it back to Hill. There's a tip. And Pavis had to be sharp on that one as the puck bounced away. Ironman still on the power play here. Dylan Hill with it. He's up top on the power play. There's a shot intended for Brown, who had the tip on him but couldn't get it fully. Tim Porter plays the puck up the ice. Finds Stephen Laforme. Here's the Ironman with a chance. There's a shot and a goal! What a goal by the Ironman. And the Six Nations Ironmen take a 1-0 lead here in the early going. Wow, what a play. That just formulated from down to the other end. And a nice heads-up pass to get things going. And the Six Nations Ironmen have themselves a 1-0 lead here, thanks to a power play goal. As the Irish try to get things going again. Nice crowd here at the arena here on Six Nations of the Grand River. This is our PA announcer, Jace Martin. He's going to announce this goal soon. He's sitting right beside me. Lots of activity back here. Ironman win the draw. Try to get the puck out, but can't on that one. There's a headman pass. Pass intended for Sandy Porter. But the Ironmen find themselves offside on that one. This is kind of the start that the Six Nations Ironmen were kind of hoping for to start this one. Want to get the crowd into it here. And again, their second game of the season. So Kessler Sky with the opening goal. As the Ironman is Bridgeland. He's battling for the puck, wins that battle in the corner. Irish get a hold of the puck, but Sky with the hit, doing it both ends. Here's an opportunity. There's a shot and a goal. Boy, oh boy, what a beauty on that one. We'll look at the replay as Terry Bridgeland with a beaut. And he tucks it home top shelf to give the Six Nations Ironmen the 2-0 lead. Boy, oh boy. The Ironmen really settled in here on this one. As the Ironmen look for more with possession of the puck into their own end. Ironman 2, there's a head pass off. That one just off the mark, offside. Intended for Theo Hill. Or sorry, that one was for Mitch Brown. But a great pass. Just off the mark on the offside here as we get things ready to roll here again. 11:04 or 11:01 to go here in the first period. With a pair of goals here early or midway through this frame as the Ironmen take a 2-0 lead here. There's the draw. Won by the Irish. Puck controlled down into their own end here. As Stavron has it. Thiessen, shot, saved by Porter, rebound, comes out. There's a blast from up top. From the blue line from Matt Henderson, but that goes over the head of Porter. And the Ironmen now dump it into the Irish end. Mitch Brown with it, speedy as always. There's a dump in opportunity. Turned into a little bit of a shot, but Pavis, Johnny on the spot on that one. Just a simple getting the puck to the net. That's all the coaches are asking for here from the onset. They're asking this of their Ironman players just to get that puck to the net, and there's another puck to the net. And that's what they want to do. They just kind of want to put rubber towards Pavis, see what happens. He's been able to get the rebounds for the most part, but you want to jump on those rebounds. There's another shot, and again, same kind of deal, trying to get pucks on the net. And as a goaltender, that's a really difficult stop to make right off the draw because you're dialed in, but you're also somewhat relaxed because it's the draw. So you have to be really on your toes on that one to make that save. Barnes, headman pass. Out to Hernandez, who tips it into the corner. There's a shot and a goal. Boy, oh boy, that was a beauty. That was a nice one-timer there as the Irish even get to within one goal here as we'll look at the replay on this one. And there's the tip around. And you see 88, Ryan Migliaccio out in front all alone. Ready to pull the trigger on that one, and he certainly did. And now the Ironmen lead the Stratford Irish 2-1 here with 9:50 to go here in the first period. Thanks for joining us. Stratford trying to get the puck out of their own end. Having a little bit of difficulty there. That's going to be a stretch pass, but a miss. And that's going to be an icing call as the Irish really trying to get out of their own end, trying to get that pass, but couldn't get the pass off. Ends up being an icing call here and another face-off, this time to the left of Pavis. Violation in the face-off circle. We're going to change things up here as Porter heads to the face-off dot. Well, now we're going to do a little bit more of a dance. Skylar Thomas winning the draw, but the Irish end up with the puck. Migliaccio with it again, trying to get a second goal. That one just goes wide. Thomas dumps it in. Paba has a tough time with it. There's another shot. That one from Hill. Dylan Hill with the shot from the point. And Pabas with another shot. And again, just very simple hockey here, folks. Six Nations Ironmen just trying to grind it out, put pucks to the net. Try to wear Pavas out. Great strategy in front of the home crowd here. Oh, trying to get the puck out is Sukol. Gets it out here. There's Sky. He's got one. Trying to center the pass, but couldn't get a handle on that one. Steve Laforme tries to make his way like a tank through the Irish defenders, but couldn't as Porter passes it off, and now the puck is in the neutral zone. Sukol, shot, handled difficultly by Pavas. Rebound comes out, and the Ironmen still with the puck. Hill. Theo Hill with it. As it looks like we're going to have ourselves a penalty here. We're going to look at the replay, see what happened on that one. As there's the skirmish, there it is in front of the Stratford bench as Sukol's shot goes wide as Bridgeland will head to the box. Irish, their second power play of this one. Irish try to dump the puck in. Stavron with it. He's down the left side here. He sees Henderson. Henderson to Stavron. There's the shot. Again, a one-timer. This one off the stick of Thomas Maya. Couldn't get through the defense as Theo Hill has it. And that centering attempt is foiled by the Irish as they come back down the other end. Maya, saved by Porter. And the Ironmen, in a working fashion, very happy to just dump that puck down to kill off the penalty here. Sparks. He's going to lose the puck, and there's Mitch Brown with it. He's going to try and make something happen. Couldn't get the puck between the two Irish defenders as Sparks goes from behind the net and goes coast to coast here as he crosses the blue line. There's a shot and a goal. Whoa, boy, oh boy. That was a beauty from Stavron. Wow. What a shot. This is the Stratford Irish. Tie it up 2-2. Thanks to Anthony Stavron here on the replay here. Oh, he just wires that one top shelf. And we've got ourselves a tied game here at 2-2 here at Six Nations of the Grand River. Farmer dumps the puck back down to the Ironman D. As Theo Hill dumps it down the right side as Farmer tries to tie things up. Puck taken by the Irish here. Stavron, the last goal scorer, he gets it off to Sparks. Sparks looks, tries to shoot, but kind of close by. Irish now with it again. Connor Hall. There's the shot. Centering attempt again by Sparks. But the Ironman defense seal that in the slot as we've got ourselves another stoppage in play here. Looks like we're going to have another Ironman penalty here. That's Theo Hill, or Tyler Hill. See if we could see the replay on that one. See if where it was. There it is, up, down below there. I think that's what it was. As Stratford with their third power play of this game. Stratford sustaining a lot of time into the Ironman end here as Thomas tries to get it. He's trying to find Green but couldn't. Irish with the puck into their own end, coming into the Ironman end now. Polillo goes east to west. Thiessen has it. Polillo. There's the shot, the one-timer from Henderson, and that one just off the iron, just to the side of the net. Thiessen, Polillo, back to Thiessen. Thiessen dumps it in. There's Polillo, tries to center it, but no can do. There's the fake shot. One-time shot this time from Henderson as the Irish moving the puck really well right now. Maya. Thomas Maya trying to dance around, tries to center it, but Farmer grabs it. A little dipsy doodle there from Thomas, from Oakley Thomas. A little dipsy doodle as he takes the puck away, goes coast to coast. Couldn't manage anything on that one, but a great attempt. There's a shot from Hunter, easily handled by Porter into the corner. Again, a shot from the point. As the Irish try to get the puck to the net, try to tip things up. But Porter, with that paddle down, manages to make the stop. 4:06 remains here in the first period. And the Six Nations Ironmen and Stratford Irish are tied at 2 goals apiece here. Sparks getting kicked out of the face-off circle in a violation. Brody Hunter now. Barnes. There's a shot from the point from Hall. Handled by Porter. The rebound comes out and the Irish have it again. Tyler Hill finally gets out of the penalty box here. And we're back to full strength. Seemed like an eternity with the possession the Stratford Irish had on that power play. Irish try to get things going there. Sky's got it. He tries to find Bridgeland, but couldn't connect as the puck hits the ceiling here at Six Nations. 3 minutes. Three minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the first period. A very exciting period as there's a shot from Nungo Thompson. A couple lacrosse players out here. Noonsy, one of those, professional lacrosse player as well. plays for the Halifax Thunderbirds and, of course, the Six Nations Chiefs. Just off the man cup. Thompson. There's the shot. Off the defender is Thompson, and Hernandez battle for it. Hernandez beats him to the puck. Puts the puck on net. Porter covers up, and we've got ourselves a little bit of a pause here as we'll take a look at the replay here on that one. And there's the battle between Hernandez and Thompson as Thompson goes in behind the net. Draw won by the Ironmen. And another face-off here in the Ironman end. The Ironman, it's almost a tale of two first periods here. The first half of the first period, the Irish looked like they were trying to shake the rust off the bus legs. And the Ironmen were doing a great job sustaining the puck in that Irish end. But with a trio of power plays, the Irish have really been able to turn the tide, so to speak. Sukal. Hill with the shot, and that one on the backhand. That one, Pavis. And no goal on that one as the whistle blows ahead of time, as we've got a little bit more skirmish action here. Take a look at the replay on that one. And that's just really nice pressure by the Ironmen here on this one. As Sukal grabs it, tries to get it to Hill, and Hill just trying to get his hands on the puck. Trying to get it to Pavis. And Pavis with a really nice stop on that one. As it looks like Pavis needs an adjustment to his mask. That's never fun, having to play with the jarred up helmet. That's never fun to deal with. It's just to take a look at the scoring so far, since we've got a little bit of a break in the action. Kessler Sky started things off with a power play goal. The assist going to Mitch Green, Dylan Hill. And then the Ironmen on even strength make it 2-0 off that beautiful shot by Bridgeland on the assist by Steve LaForme. But then, like I was saying, the Stratford Irish really turned the tide and got a little bit of momentum thanks to Ryan Migliaccio, his goal. And that was a beautiful one-time shot. And Matt Montgomery with the assist on that. And Anthony Stavro tied the game up not too long ago, thanks to Sullivan Sparks and Connor Hall. As Pavis looks like he's ready to roll here. Shots on net in this first period so far. 12-9 in favor of the Ironmen. Got 2:17 to go here in the first period. Thanks again for joining us here on Daryl Smart Media YouTube page. We'll have Northern Premier Hockey League action for you all season long here from Six Nations. As we had a stop and play. My good buddy Jace Martin just pumping the music here, doing a great job on the PA. He's dancing away. He's to my right here. We're going to have a fun time this season in the press box. And, of course, my good buddy Ben Hill working the camera. Partner in crime here. He's the technical guru here for these games. He's got the camera working. as the Stratford Irish dump things down into the Ironman end. Green tries to dump the puck out. Taken by the Irish, who do their part to try to get the puck back in, but no can do on that as we've got a lot of neutral zone action here. Green dumps it in on Pavis. Helmet looks to be okay as another shot. That one from Oakley Thomas as he loses his stick in the corner. Thomas from the backhand. That one just wide to Pavis is another shot to the net from Sukal. Rebound coming in as Oakley Thomas picked it up. He looks like a rebound machine out there for the Ironmen. Anderson dumps it in. This Six Nations Ironmen team, a new team here on the Senior A circuit, but boy, oh boy, they've got some veteran players. Sean General down the right side. He's got Skylar Thomas with him. Pavis with the save. Pavis with the save now. He's got a face-off to the left of him, to the right of us. Hill hands it off to Sandy Porter. Porter now with it down to the right side. He's trying to get a handle on it, but is met by Barnes. Sean General. He's got it behind the net. Out to Thomas. Skylar Thomas having his head up. Little dump in shot from the point there from Jake Brown. Rebound comes out to the right of Pavis as Barnes corrals the rebound, tries to shoot it up the boards off the glass, but back into his grasp as the end of period number 1 comes to an end. And after 20 minutes of play here on Six Nations of the Grand River, the Six Nations Ironmen 2 and the Stratford Irish 2. Thanks again for joining us, and when right before the second period starts, we'll join in back in on the broadcast. We'll recap that first period, and we will see you when the second period begins. Welcome back to the Six Nations Cultural Memorial Recreation Center here on Six Nations of the Grand River. Daryl Smart along with you for the ride here, ready for period number 2 of this Northern Premier Hockey League tilt between the Stratford Irish and the Six Nations Ironmen. Thank you for joining us along for the ride today. After one period of play, shots on net, Ironman 16, Irish 9. Goal scorers in that first period, Kessler Sky and Terry Bridgeland scoring for the Ironmen to open things up to give them a 2-0 lead. But at the midway point, right at 10:01 of the first period, the Stratford Irish got their legs, and Ryan Migliaccio scored on the one-timer, and then Anthony Stavro with a howitzer to beat Tim Porter. As it looks like they're just tending to the crease of Tim Porter. It looks like there's a lot of excess water, as we had to chuck a puck during the first intermission here. Penalty summary. The Stratford Irish had 1 penalty. The Ironmen had 3. And of course, both teams scored on the power play. The first and final goal of the period were both with the man advantage. So Kessler Sky's goal was with the man advantage, and so was Anthony Stavros. As it looks like we're ready to go here for the second period. And we're off. Ironmen win the draw. There's a headman pass to Laforme, who tries to center it up the ice but couldn't. He's met by an Irish defender. Sky out to Laforme, and Laforme couldn't get a handle on that one. And Pavis was there to stop the puck. Bridgeland, there's a shot from Bridgeland. Tried to go upstairs, and that one, another shot and a rebound right into Stephen Laforme's stick. Shot attempt by Sukal. He breaks his stick. Then that man rush there as the Irish took advantage of that broken stick. Take a look at the replay on that one. As Thomas Maya with the shot here, there's the broken stick. Puck goes into the hands of the Irish. Off-man rush and a nice save by Porter to start the second period. Tyler Hill with it as Antone tried to ride the tightrope on the blue line, but couldn't keep his legs. That was Farmer, sorry. As Farmer went offside. Tyler Hill, Dylan Hill, and Farmer up front. Brown and Tyler Hill. There's Farmer along the boards, tries to get a handle on it, couldn't get it. There's Brown's shot from the point. Brown's going to get it again. That's Jake Brown. As the puck goes all the way down into the Ironman end. Picked up by Dylan Hill. He finds Theo Hill. Theo with it. And now the Irish with a rush 2-on-2 here. There's a shot off of Porter's head. And it looks like we're going to have ourselves a penalty here. Take a look at the replay on that one. The off-man rush. And this is just a nice little tip pass off the boards. And 2v2. Nicely played by the Six Nations defense. But it looks like we're going to get a penalty on that one. $18:21 to go here in the second period. Tied 2-2. Irish and Ironmen on a Sunday afternoon here in Six Nations. Stratford regroups into their own end. Stephen Pizog with it. Puck goes all the way down. Pavis has to play it as Mitch Brown in pursuit of him. Stratford with it now. Sparks. Out to Thiessen. There's Henderson. Back to Thiessen. Thiessen's shot. That one tipped off a defender's stick. That one was a funny bounce. And just like that, the Stratford Irish go up for the first time in this one by a score of 3-2. Here's the replay on that one. Just a funny looking play here as the Irish go D to D. Just a shot off the stick of Thiessen, and it just bounces up in the air and kind of eludes Porter and the Ironman defense. Tough break for the Ironmen. Lots of time in this one, though, as they try to regroup here. There's a dump-in pass. Green with the hit. Anderson takes a swipe. A little bit of rough action to the right of Porter. Looks like Pizog and Anderson having words with one another on that one. Same two players jawing at each other again as they drop the puck, and Oakley Thomas tries to get a handle on it, and he dumps it in. Karam goes from corner to corner out to himself, and there's a shot from Brown into the slot off the backhand and awkwardly almost went in and just slid to the left, or to the right, of Pavis. Polillo with it. There's the shot off Porter's blocker into the corner. Rebound, another shot. That one goes caraming from the corner all the way down into the Irish end as Pavis has been busy having to play the puck in his own end. Isaac Sokol kicking into the corners. The Irish try to get it, but couldn't. Sokol into the corner. Centering attempt, no can do on that. Sukol's shot again from the point. There's the rebound. That one from Green, and Pavis had to make a pair of saves. Sukol's shot. That one off the shin pad of Christian Polillo. Sokol, he's a bit of a tank into the corner. There's a centering pass. Ended up being a shot on net, as the centering pass attempt came out and right into the pad of Pavis, as we now have another face-off just to the right of Pavis. Sean General on the draw. Draw won by Stavron of the Irish. Stavron couldn't get a handle on the puck. Intercepted by the Ironman. There's an opening shot from Skylar Thomas, but couldn't put it home. Nungo Thompson, slapper off the shoulder of Pavis. Ironman controlling the rebound. Thompson. Shot from Antone. That one almost goes wide, or into the net and just goes wide of Pavis, as the Ironmen with a bunch of pressure here. Nice pressure by the Six Nations Ironmen on that series. So we've got a face-off just right in front of us, actually. Right underneath us here in the broadcast booth. Stephen Laforme against Spencer Sparks. And Sparks wins the draw on that one. Tim Porter leaves the puck behind for his defense. There's a pass attempt, fake shot from Barnes. Puck in the corner along the boards. The Ironmen come out with it. We've got 2v2 here as Barnes picks up the puck, and there's a hit from Spencer Sparks, and it looks like that's going to be a penalty. Oh, a little bit of an interference. We're going to call that an interference on that one. We'll look at the replay on that. See if it goes back far enough here. Here it is right there. There's Sparks getting in the way. And as Sparks goes to the penalty box, Brendan Anderson had a couple words for him. Theo Hill on the draw against Pizog. Hill with the win. Sukal fires it up the boards. He finds Farmer. Tips it back. There's Anderson with it. Anderson poised. Shot. That one just goes wide. A nice little slapper. Puck loose behind the net. Grabbed by the Irish and dumped down to try and kill the penalty. Six Nations. This is their second power play opportunity of this game. Quick ice length pass from Anderson. There's a thunderous hit down to the other end from Tyler Hill. Farmer tries to get a handle on it. Tyler Hill again mixing it up. Theo Hill with it. He's going to dance across the blue line. Dumps it in. His brother looks at it. Gets a handle on it along the boards, but the Irish recover. Matt Barnes dumps it in, and Montgomery's going to race around, spins around, and tries to get a shot off, but couldn't do it. And Anderson with a nice headman pass out to Sukal. Kessler Sky into the corner. He's got it behind the net. There's a shot from an odd angle. Kessler Sky trying to stuff it in on Pavis as Pavis's pad knocks the post off the mooring. And as a member of the goaltending fraternity, I know it's definitely not intentional. Those posts are pretty finicky over there. Hill with it. Dylan Hill this time. Briglin. Dylan Hill dumps it into the left, or to the right of Pavis, to the left of us on our screens. Bridgeland with a cross ice pass. There's the shot from Brown. Hill. Hill's going to take a shot in the goal. Dylan Hill with the easy wrister from the point on the power play. And the Six Nations Ironmen tie this one up at 3 goals apiece thanks to the nifty stick of Dylan Hill. There's the replay. Just a nice nifty shot into the traffic. Nice nifty shot into the traffic as we're all tied up. 3 goals apiece here. This one off the power play, and heading into this one, you know, special teams were going to be a factor in this one, and they certainly are. And they certainly have been thus far in this game. Ironmen regrouping into their own end. Tip pass into the corner, and that's going to be a nice. As the tip comes just before the center ice. And again, we want to thank the Six Nations Ironmen for having us along for the ride here on Daryl Smart Media YouTube page. Really enjoy the partnership. This is a budding relationship. We're really happy to be part of the Six Nations Ironmen family as they are in their inaugural season here in the Northern Premier Hockey League. Done a really nice job here in the NPHL. Good branding with the league and great concept. This is a province-wide league, and it's great to see as the puck into Pavis's belly, and he covers it up, and we're going to have another stoppage in play here with 11:50 to go here in the second period. And again, we were talking about power play goals. That's the fourth power play goal in this game so far. So 4 of 6 goals. We've got 6 goals scored in this one, and 4 of them have come with the man advantage. So definitely the man advantage a factor in this one is the Ironmen win the draw, and there's a drive to Pavis as the rebound comes out. Sukal. Green mixes it up as Stratford dumps it down on Porter, and Sukal loses the puck. Barnes, he's on the point. A pass from Thomas Maya, or to Maya, who shoots it, and easily handled by Porter, who holds on for a face-off to the right of him. Irish win the draw. Hall, shot, that one tipped up into the foil ceiling here, the silver ceiling here. That's Six Nations, and another draw to the left of Tim Porter, the right on our screens here. Draw won by the Ironmen. It's Laforme and Sukal. He's got numbers. There's the centering pass intended for Sky, but couldn't get a handle on it as the Irish gather the puck and try to break out of their own end. But we've got, well, there they go. They dump it in. Anderson's foul. Oh, there's an interception from the Irish. The Irish are all alone here. There's a shot and a save by Tim Porter. And boy, oh boy, the Six Nations Ironmen might need to get a candy bar or a Gatorade for Tim Porter. Thank him for saving them on that one. There's the giveaway. Coughed up the puck twice, and Tim Porter had to be alert to make the save. Irish control the puck in the Ironman end. That's Piesig. In behind the net. Polillo, as he tries to cushion a pass to Maya, but couldn't get to him. Polillo has it. He's in the corner. He's going to try and center it. There's a shot and a save by Tim Porter off the stick of Pizog. Stephen Pizog with the shot. And again, that's just another nice save by Tim Porter. We're going to see if we get the replay on that one before the stoppage comes. But yeah, he's all alone. Porter with a nice save. And Porter has been certainly one of the stars so far in the early going for this upstart Six Nations Ironmen team. He's been sharp in every game he's played. Puck in behind. There's a big hit. By the Ironmen. And things are getting physical here. There we go. We're gonna have some rough stuff here. That was all as a result of the hit and a player coming. That's Nungo Thompson coming to the aid of his player. We're going to see it there. There's the hit. And right away, Nungo came to his player's aid on that one. That's a tough play there, and that's a tough hit, as it looks like Ryan Migliaccio is the original penalty here, and that one coming from the hit. As just looking to see who that is. Looks like Avery Antone is Brian Miller. Trainer, yep, that's Antone. We got some chirping here in the penalty box area. Some colorful language here is as Migliaccio looks like he's going to be gone for the game for that hit. Mitch Green, the captain, trying to explain to the referee that that's the right call, getting him, Migliaccio, out of the game for that hit. He also had some words for Migliaccio. And it looks like Nungo Thompson is going to be out of the game as well for his activity in that skirmish, coming to the aid of as Nungo Thompson looks to the Irish bench and has some words for them. Rivalry heating up, my friends, between the Six Nations Ironmen and the Stratford Irish. These two teams playing each other for the first time. As the officials still try to sort things out here. This game is the only game on tap in the NPHL today. And of course, the Ironmen were in action last night. They took on the Halton Hills Coyotes and dropped that decision 6-4. Ironmen got behind early. They were down 3-0 after one, 5-1 after two, but came roaring back in the third period. But it wasn't enough. And Brendan Anderson was the third star of that game. He had 2 goals, 1 assist. Scoring in that game also for the Ironmen. Theo Hill, Steve Laforme also bulging the twine on that one. And it was Chris Raybeck who was between the pipes last night for the Ironmen in a 49 save effort. He had a lot of shots taken to him, a well-deserved break on the bench tonight as he watches his counterpart Tim Porter face a good number of shots this afternoon. As the officials still trying to sort things out here. Recap of the second period so far. A pair of power play goals. The Stratford Irish got up 3-2 in the early going thanks to Brady Hunter's power play goal. And then, of course, Dylan Hill with that shot from the point on the power play to tie things up at 3 goals apiece here. As it looks like we're finally ready to go. Get things underway here. And again, thanks again for joining us here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page for Six Nations Ironmen Hockey here, live from Six Nations. Action underway, and the Ironmen win the draw. Porter tries to get it to Anderson, the aforementioned Anderson, third star of last night's game. Irish with the puck in the corner, can't get a handle on it as Anderson off the glass and down into the other end as the Irish go D to D here. Henderson tries to dump it in. Porter plays it. Hands it back to Sukal. As play is stopped once again, as a little bit of a flow. We had lots of flow to the first half of this second period. But with the penalties and with the incident that just happened, things have kind of bogged down a little bit here. We're back underway. Puck all the way down, and that looks like that's going to be an icing call. And the stops and starts begin again. Face off to the right of Tim Porter here. Won by Maya of Stratford, who just bull in a China shop. There's a shot and a save, glove save by Porter off the stick of Matt Henderson. But Maya, just a different look to the draw on that one. He went full head of steam. He went forward to win the draw, tip it ahead of him to get that shot, that initial shot on Tim Porter. Let's see if he tries that one again. Dylan Hill tries to dump it out. Bridgeland meets Henderson. As Maya spins around, Polillo tries to cushion the puck up front, but that one's intercepted by Steve Laforme. Laforme, he's leading the charge here. He's got 2 players with him, but the Stratford Irish defense foils that attempt. Kessler Sky, he spins around, tries to make something happen there. That was a fancy move by Kessler Sky. And as a result, we're going to get a Stratford Irish penalty, but boy, oh boy, that was some fancy footwork by Kessler Sky. But you know what? That's one of those things, if you're always moving your feet, good things are going to happen, and this is a perfect example. There's the dipsy doodle right there. And the Irish defender really didn't have a play because of the moving feet. And as a result, drew the penalty. And the Ironmen are on the power play once again. Sukal. His pass foiled by the Irish to forward there. The Ironmen trying to get out of their own end. Here's Brendan Anderson. Has Matt Montgomery. Is Matt Montgomery with a great forecheck. There's a save by Porter. Boy, oh boy, what a save by Porter. Again, bailing out the defense as Anderson makes up for it by going coast to coast here and into the corner. Boy, oh boy, Porter loses his stick, spread eagles himself out and makes the save. And now the Ironmen are on the power play down to the other end. There's the shot saved by Pavis. Loose puck picked up and Anderson couldn't slip it past the post. Hill. Back to Hill. Tyler Hill with it. There's a shot from a point. Tip. Tyler shot. That one off the shoulder of Pavis, who's got to be tired of Oakley Thomas here. Or sorry, Brock Farmer. Farmer with it into the corner. Oh, there's the rip shot. Save by Pavis off the stick of Tyler Hill. Boy, oh boy, that was some quick passing action. We could take a look at the replay on that one. Pavis getting a workout here on this power play, as you can just see the Ironmen doing a great job of moving the puck around. And there's the shot as we head back to live action here. 6:15 to go in the second period. 25 or 20 seconds remaining in the penalty to the Irish. Dylan Hill at the point. He's got the puck. To do what he did when he scored the goal, just a nice little wrister into traffic, but this one picked up by the Irish defense. Ironmen, they have numbers, and they'll form with the opportunity. And he fans on the centering pass for Mitch Green. Ironmen all alone again. And once again, the moorings and the goalposts getting a good workout in. Getting a good workout in as they get knocked off by Pavis again. But again, that's not Pavis's fault. He's making a nice save, and those moorings are awfully sensitive back there. Sean General on the draw. Stratford wins the faceoff. Tip pass attempt foiled by the Ironman there. It looks like that's going to be a high stick. Skylar Thomas got the stick up high on that one. Take a look at the replay on that one. It looks like that's going to be a high stick. Here it comes right up there, and it just got the stick just a little too high on that one. As the Irish go to the power play this time. Face off one. There's the drive shot, the goal! Boy, oh boy. What a one-timer by Matt Henderson. And he buries that one by Tim Porter. Then the Stratford Irish take a 4-3 lead. Let's look at the replay on this one. It's just a clean face-off win, D to D. And boy, oh boy, Matt Henderson drilled that one. And the Stratford Irish take another lead. with 5 to go here in the second period. Anderson, he meets Shepard at the blue line. They look at one another as things get a little bit physical here. Green tries to center the puck to Thomas, but couldn't on that. Brendan Anderson in behind the net. Oh boy. Centering pass out there by the Irish, bobbled around, and Tim Porter was there to cover, but no one was there to shoot the puck on that one. Isaac Sukol, like a freight train going up the left side here. There's Green, headman pass, look for Brown. Couldn't find him. Oakley Thomas tries to fire that one. He tries to find Sukol and Anderson, but couldn't connect on that one as the Irish come back down. As both teams exchanging offensive opportunities as the arena here is filling up a little bit, and a nice crowd on hand for the second ever Six Nations Ironmen game. And of course, Senior A hockey, no stranger to this facility. Of course, there's a shot and a goal. That one's a tough one. That one from up top, and again, that's Matt Henderson. We'll look at the replay on that. And once again, just a clean draw. Irish getting traffic in front of Porter. And Porter, I don't think, was able to see that one. Clean draw. Here's Matt Henderson. Almost the exact same spot where he shot in the last goal. And Matt Henderson's got a pair of goals here to spark the Irish to a 5-3 lead here with 3:37 to go in the second period. Bridgeland looks for Laforme. Laforme fans on it, but recovers. Finds Sky. Sky has it. Couldn't find the back of the net on that one. Put it right above Pavis and into the netting, in behind the net and into the score clock. .319 remains here in the second period. Theo Hill wins the draw. Puck goes all the way back down for Dylan. He's going to try and find Tyler Hill, but couldn't connect on that one. He did get a piece of it. So there's going to be no ice on that as the Irish recover behind their own net here. Pizog, shot. That one goes wide of Porter. There's a headman pass. Theo Hill all by himself. There's a shot, and that one just goes wide of Pavis. As Tyler Hill lays a hit. Theo again. Theo, shot. Oh, just misses again. Oh, man. Theo Hill with 2, 3, 4 opportunities. Had all sorts of moves, but couldn't put it past Pavis. At least couldn't put it past him between the pipes. Centering past the Farmer. Farmer's shot, save by Pavis once again. Ironman down by a couple. You can't say they're not without opportunities, as the Ironmen really putting the work in here. There's another shot. That one just whistles just high of Pavis. That time it was Oakley Thomas with the shot. Mitch Green with the wraparound attempt. And again, Pavis's pad to the task on that one. Mitch Green explaining the Irish defense what he just did. Less than a minute or 2 minutes to go here in the second period. And again, puck loose. Post gets off. And Mitch Green with another opportunity, but the post comes off again. That time it was Mitch Brown with the opportunity. Ironman really working things down low, doing a great job of getting the puck down low. There's a blue line pass, and a loose puck again. Green tries to get it and couldn't get a handle on it and put it by Pavis. Ironman really putting a lot of pressure on. They've been doing everything but putting the puck in the net, and there's another opportunity. This one from Sokol. As the Irish now have an odd man rush, there's the opportunity. And a one-time attempt by Brody Hunter, but fanned on that one. Mitch Brown splits the D. There's the shot and a save by Pavis. Rebound by Oakley. Thomas couldn't get a handle on it. As the Rivermen again, the Ironmen again with a great opportunity. And down to the other end, Christian Polillo kind of fans on the puck. Tim Porter making an easy paddle down save on that one. But some frustration down on the bench of the Irish as someone just snapped a stick on the bench. Puck along the boards. Irish try to push it forward. It's Thomas Maya. Now Shepard. Now back to Maya. Maya is trying to make something happen. He finds Barnes. Goes D to D to Thiessen, who has his shot tipped up. And over the glass. 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Irish 5, Ironman 3. A really strong second period by both teams, actually. It's just a matter of the Irish taking advantage of their opportunities. And a funny little hop as well to beat Porter, while the Ironmen have been throwing the puck at will at Pavis, but just can't get that puck between the pipes. Face-off won by the Ironmen. As Dylan tries to pass to center, but picked up by the Irish, who dump it in. Dylan with it. Out to Tyler. Hill, of course. Dylan's got it behind the net. As the second period comes to an end, and after 20 minutes or 40 minutes of play, it's the Stratford Irish 5 and the Six Nations Ironmen 3. Thanks again for joining us here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page for Six Nations Ironmen Lacrosse. And we will recap the second period just before the third period begins. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you in a little bit. Welcome back to Northern Premier Hockey League action here in Six Nations of the Grand River. Thanks for joining us all along for the ride. Daryl Smart with you, your humble narrator for tonight's matchup between the Six Nations Ironmen and the Stratford Irish. After 40 minutes of play, this one's been a doozy, that's for sure, folks. Six Nations getting off to the early lead. And then the Irish counterpunched, and then of course, Six Nations with another punch after that one, and the Irish with a couple more. And now we're at 5-3, second period. Brady Hunter scored on the power. Almost every goal in the second period was on the power play, actually, all but the last one. So Brady Hunter with a power play goal, getting things started for the Irish. Dylan Hill responding before Matthew Henderson. And then Thomas Maya was the only even strength goal of the period. Shots on net in that second period by Six Nations 19, Stratford 17 for a game total 35-26 in favor of the Ironmen. And here we go for period number 3 of this one here from Six Nations. 261 fans here tonight. Nice crowd. The Ironmen building momentum within the community as this upstart franchise with a couple of wins already under its belt. And what seems to be a lot of parity within the Metropolitan Division here in the NPHL. Steve Laforme on the draw here. Loses it to Thomas Maya. Sky with the shot. That one off the iron and up into the crowd. Boy, oh boy. Kessler Sky almost had his second of the game. Wired that one. And a recurring theme here for the Ironmen, beating Merrick Pavis, but unable to put it between the pipes. And this time that one went off the pipe as Pavis taps his friend the goalpost as we get underway for more. Sukal stick handles along the blue line, tries to dump it in. Bridgeland with it now into the corner. He's trying to center it in behind the net. There's a wraparound attempt from Laforme, shot and a goal. Fool me once, but not twice. Steve Laforme with 2 opportunities. And Steve Laforme gets the Six Nations Ironmen within a goal thanks to this great individual effort here on the replay. Wraparound attempt again. Pavis with the save. Rebound comes out. But Laforme, Johnny on the spot, and pots it by Pavis. And now the Ironmen are within a goal. At 5-4. You knew this one was going to be an exciting one right from the start. You'd see these players. Both teams full lineups with experience. Looks like the Irish are a little short-handed tonight. As that the offside attempt waved. Hill with it. Theo. Theo tries to get his stick on it at the point, but can't. Goes D to D to his partner. Farmer with it along the blue line. Couldn't get anything going with it as the puck goes all the way down to the Stratford Irish end. And we're going to have another stoppage in play, this time on the icing call. 18:10 remains here in the third period, regulation time here. Thanks again for joining us here along on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page for Six Nations Ironmen action. We'll have the Ironman action all season long here from Six Nations. And of course, we'll be on the tape delay here. We're not live. The lack of internet here up in the booth. So we'll have these games for you and then uploaded to the YouTube page as quick as possible. And we'll push that out on the social medias through the Ironman socials and mine or our socials as well. And again, a big thanks to my good buddy Ben Hill, who's running the camera. The technical, I'll call him the technical advisor. He's the man with the technical skills, giving you this great picture tonight. Another offside attempt is this Green tried to tiptoe that blue line and had a little bit of trouble doing so. Brown, he wins the face-off. Puck along the boards in front of the Ironman bench, but back into the possession of the Irish, who dump it in. Sukol up the boards. That's Oakley Thomas with it up the left side. He's got Brown and Green with them, two buddies. Former Caledonia Corvairs. There's a centering pass, and that one dangerous as Oakley Thomas circling around the goal crease area like a shark, but couldn't get a handle on it. There's a quick one-time shot from Thiessen. Saved by Porter as Brown now has it on the intercept. Nice puck movement. Sokol's got it on the blue line. Sokol, stick handles, shot, that one off the pipe. And again, Pavis better tap the pipes because that one went right off the crossbar. We'll look at the replay on that one, see if we can see the replay in time before the whistle blows. But here's the shot right here. That one right off the pipe. Back to live action here as Ironmen win the draw. There's the shot from Hill off the pad of Pavis. And into the left corner as the Ironmen recover, try to cycle the puck in down low. Sean General with it. Tyler Hill meets the Irish defender. The puck goes to the opposite end of the Irish zone. Battling for it in the corner. That's Sean General muscling it. Gets it out to Anderson. Anderson with the scoop backhand. And there's a nice little tap from Porter. Anderson with a shot and a save again by Pavis. Pavis flashing the leather on that one as we've got another Ironman penalty here. Might as well take a look at that. There's the shovel pass, and that's just a nice shot attempt. Anderson again, but Pavis with the reply. And there's an interference penalty here, it looks like. Looks like Sean General is going to go to the box for interference. "16 minutes to go here in the third period. Irish on the power play again. Power play, the man advantage vital in this one. A lot of goals with the man advantages. The Irish move the puck around. Thiessen, there's a shot from Henderson. He's got one already. Ironmen have 2 men in. There's the shot off angle. That one off the stick of Green. And now the Irish come right back. Brady Hunter with it. Brady Hunter out to Thiessen. Thiessen out to his partner Henderson. Back to Hunter. Hunter loses the puck and Brendan Anderson has it. Anderson has Kessler Sky with him. He's going to go on the wrap and couldn't put it by Pavis. As Brendan Anderson tried to do it himself on that one, and a great shot attempt on the wraparound, but an even better save by Pavis. Pavis has been sharp. Both goaltenders have seen a lot of rubber in this one. And a great tip save by Porter this time. Boy, oh boy, both goalies bringing it today on a Sunday afternoon here on the Six Nations of the Grand River. 23 seconds to go in the penalty. Irish move the puck up. That's Henderson. He dumps it down in for Sparks. Sparks spins around, back to Barnes. Barnes. Sparks fans on it again. Sparks gets it into the corner now. And Dylan Hill, says that's enough and let's get the puck out of here. Bridgeland looking to center, goes around the net, circles around, still looking for an opening. He finds Hill. Dylan with it, shot. He gets his own rebound, tries to wrap around again. General up top, there's the one-time shot. A save by Pavis down low with a rebound picked up. And Pavis again picks up the rebound and the save. One thing that I've noticed about Pavis, he really gets down low. He's a shorter goaltender, so he gets down low. He covers that lower half of the net. So the wraparound attempts, you're not going to score on those wraparounds. He's quick on the side-to-side movement, but he will give up that rebound, and I think that's what the Ironmen are looking for. Maybe they try to go upstairs on him here in the second portion of this third period as Porter opts not to play the puck, and Antone, who was injured in the second period off a hit from the side. Centering attempt by the Irish, foiled by the Ironmen, as the Ironmen now have numbers. There's Hill with it. Theo looks for Tyler but couldn't get a handle on it. Antone with it. There's a stick handle. That one goes down low and into the pad of Pavis again. Sokol. Ironmen lose the puck. Irish go D to D here in their own end. There's a long distance pass from Hernandez, but nobody answered the call on that one. Is another long distance pass, this one for Farmer, but he couldn't pick it up. Farmer, headman to Hill, but Matt Henderson gets his hand on it, and that's going to be a high stick penalty here as Tyler Hill heads to the box, and we'll take a look at the replay here on that one. There's the high stick, just got a little bit too high on that one. Not a popular call here at the Six Nations Arena. Irish to the power play once again. 12:22 to go here in the third period. They hold on to a 1-goal lead at 5-4 as Pavis plays the puck in behind the net. Out to Henderson. He's met by Mitch Green. Mitch Green on the forecheck. Mitch Green gets the loose puck. That's a great forecheck by him. Tries to find his good buddy Mitch Brown, but couldn't as the body's flying. There's a shot and a goal. That's a beauty shot and a goal. Oh my. Action was all down in the Irish end, and then all of a sudden puck moves up, and there's just a nice pass right there. On the off angle. And that was Brady Hunter with that one on an odd angle. Put it top cheddar on Tim Porter. And the Stratford Irish lead 6-4 with 11:38 to go here in the third period. Lots of action all over the ice there as the Ironmen look to strike, and then all of a sudden, just great transitional play by the Irish as they move the puck up the floor and put the puck home to give themselves another 2-goal cushion. Shot by the Ironman, saved by Pavis as Barnes grabs it. He's heading up the ice, full head of steam, and is met by Bridgeland. Bridgeland tries to get a handle on it, mixed up with the officials. Barnes, Polillo. Polillo's got numbers. Back to Barnes, couldn't get anything on that. The Shepherd looked to get a stick in the face. Here come the Ironmen. Kessler Sky, he's got one. He tries to go upstairs, but his shot tipped by the defender. Stephen Laforme, he's got one. He's going to dance around. He's trying to get some room. And again, Pavis answers the call. Lots of pressure by the Ironmen here. They've put in a nice performance here in front of this great crowd here at the arena. Another stoppage and play off the face-off here. We're going to redo this one again. Irish win the draw. Henderson to Sparks. Sparks dumps it in. Goes all the way around the boards. Maya met by a trio of Ironmen who work the puck along the boards just to the left of us here. Puck comes loose. And the Irish get the shot on net, and we've got a player down. Looks like Stavron maybe, or no, sorry, that's Matt Montgomery. In behind the net, he gets back up, but looked like he was laboring. And that's why there was a stoppage, as we've got a little bit of a dust up here. That's Dylan Hill mixing it up with the aforementioned Matt Montgomery. So Dylan Hill going to the box, so does Montgomery. Just missed it on the replay there. As the officials try to sort things out. While we have a moment, thanks again for joining us here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page. Really excited to be working alongside our new friends, the Six Nations Ironmen. Very excited about the opportunity, and a little bit of a soft spot for Senior A hockey, Six Nations. Used to practice with the Oswego Rivermen back in the day as a Golden Eagle back in 93, 94. Of course, head coach Ryan Davis, he's not here. The Ironman head coach Ryan Davis played with him at the Junior B level here in Oswego for the Golden Eagles before he went on to the OHL and a great pro career. And now coaching, leading the way with this Six Nations Ironman team. As the referees still trying to sort things out here. We're going to look at the schedule here. So after today's game here against the Irish, the Ironmen are back at home against the Halton Hills Coyotes next Sunday. So again, join us on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page and we'll have that game for you. Of course, we won't be going live. We'll be on tape delay. So make sure to tune into the YouTube channel for those games. That's the next action for the Ironmen, who had 2 games this weekend, so they've only got 1 next weekend. 9 and change to go here in the third period. Irish 6, Ironmen 4, as the Ironmen look to get within 1 here as they move the puck around. Sokol goes across the ice for Bridgeland, and he just misses the one-time opportunity. LaForme. Bridgeland again. He's going to try and lift it upstairs, but couldn't do that. Well, he did it. Also got a Stratford Irish stick on that one and into the ceiling here at Six Nations. 55 seconds remain in the Dillon Hill penalty, or in the penalties. As the Ironmen are playing 1 man up with the double to Montgomery. Oakley. There's a shot from Tyler. Tyler's shot off the shoulder of Pavis. Rebound gets taken and dumped all the way down. There's a deke and a save by Pavis. That's a nice burst of speed from Oakley Thomas. Take a look at that one. That one came all the way from Porter, but Oakley Thomas, like a freight train, came along the boards here. This is just a great opportunity. Did everything but finished on that one as we come back to live action. Sukol. Shot on net. Bounced off Pavis's pad again. Rebound swallowed up by the Irish and dumped down as we head to 5-on-5 action here. Tyler tries to center it. No can do on that. Sokol leads the charge again. Tyler behind his back. Out to Farmer. He tries to get it back to Tyler but couldn't. Sukal spins. Tries to bank it off the boards. There's Hill. There's a shot. Oh! And again, tries to wrap it around again. And Pavis seals the post again and foils Theo Hill, who had a couple of opportunities, and we'll look at the replay on that one as well. Ironman with numbers. There's Theo Hill. There's one opportunity. Couldn't get a handle on it, but he tried to get it off the post again. But Pavis was there to reply as the Ironman looked to press the issue here. Down by a couple of goals is Dylan with it. Dylan goes cross ice. There's the shot from Thomas as he recovers the rebound, goes behind the net with it. Dylan Hill, there's the tip. That one off the stick of Sean General. Whizzed by Pavis as Barnes skates up with it. Stratford couldn't get things going here. Ironmen have numbers. There's a shot and a goal! That's the shot that they were looking for as Mitch Brown bulges the twine. And the Six Nations Ironmen are within one again. That was Skylar Thomas, sorry. Boy, oh boy, that was a timely goal. The Ironmen had been pressing and pressing and pressing. For 2 periods they'd been pressing, actually. And then finally, Skylar Thomas breaks the seal of Pavis, and with 6:12 remaining in this one, the Ironmen only down by 1 now. The Stratford Irish have a 6-5 lead here at Six Nations. Ironmen win the draw, looking for more here. Mitch Brown tries for it. There's Oakley Thomas again! And oh my goodness. As Oakley Thomas came down. And of course, that one's not going to count. We'll look at the replay on that one. That one's not going to count because a little bit of volleyball action, tried to spike it into the net here. There it is. There's the... Sukal dumps it in around the corner. My buddy Jace Martin with the call on the PA with the goal. Mitch Brown's out there. He's got a forecheck here. He's going to press the issue. Mitch Brown's got a hot pursuit here, trying to put some pressure on this Stratford team. Well, it's one thing Mitch does well. It puts a lot of pressure on those defensemen. And then they turn it into a bit of a hot potato. .509 remains here in the third period. Irish 6, Ironmen 5. And the Ironmen looking to tie the game here. LaForme wins the draw. Shot from the point. That one from Dylan Hill. Puck along the corner. Stratford gets the handle on it and pushes it up the ice and clears things. And the Ironmen have to go all the way back. Brendan Anderson, who had himself a game last night, almost potted another one. Anderson on the blue line had 2 goals last night in a losing effort against the Halton Hills Coyotes. Sky met by the Irish as Anderson holds on here and dumps it in. Bridgeland with it. He tries to get a leg up but can't. Dylan Hill dumps it down. That seems to be the MO from Bridgeland. Bridgeland protecting the puck, tries to get it out to Dylan, but couldn't. And there we go along the boards. A little bit of a dust up here. And just as the Six Nations Ironmen seem to have all the momentum, they're going to call that one a cross check. That penalty going to Bridgeland. A lot of momentum, but all of a sudden the Ironmen again down a man. .407 to go here in the third period. Irish with the man advantage, win the draw, try to get the puck around the boards here as Matt Henderson fights along the boards. Hill, back to Sokol. That's Theo. Theo curls along. Tries to center it. There's a shot from Sokol and a save by Pavis. Right on the doorstep. A nice pass from Theo Hill to Sokol, who couldn't tuck it home. Polillo from the hash marks. Shot and a save by Porter. Shots on net on this one so far in the third period alone. The Ironmen have outshot the Irish 14-5. So yes, the Six Nations Ironmen have been bringing it, but just haven't been able to beat Merrick Pavis. 49-31 shots on net in total. 14-5 in the third period here. So tons of pressure from the Ironmen as Oakley Thomas looked like he was going to get it after Brown with the pressure. Irish with it. Sparks across. There's a shot from Thiessen, and Porter covers it up. Irish moving the puck well here on the power play. 2:38 remaining in the regulation time. 34 seconds to the penalty to Bridgeland. Ironmen win the draw here. Hernandez. D to Barnes. Irish wheeling themselves out of their own end here. Led by Maya. He drops it back. Stavron. Shot. Saved by Porter. Now Barnes has it in the corner. There's a slapper from up top. Off the stick of Stavron. And Tim Porter handles that one easily with 1 second to go on the penalty. 2:05 remain in regulation. So for the face-off, the Ironmen will be a man down, but will immediately go to 5-on-5 action with just about 2 minutes to go in regulation. Berglund, fresh out of the box, heads up the right side. He's looking for something. Gets tied up by Hernandez. Bridgeland still with it, centers it up top of the blue line to Dillon. Dillon to Laforme. Laforme stick handles into the corner. Laforme comes out of the corner with the puck. There's the shot, and that one goes wide. Off the stick of Sokol. Berglund. Sokol has it up top. He's going to dump it in. Green on the doorstep. Berglund gets the puck loose as Dillon throws it back down. And the Irish, that might be a penalty, perhaps, possibly, but not. As the Irish try to clear the puck. It is a delay of game call. Thomas Hernandez going to the penalty box. And there's the clear right there. As Hernandez clears the puck up into the corner and caught no glass. So 1:08 remains here in the regulation. A glorious opportunity for the Ironmen here with the man advantage until time runs out here in regulation. Irish win the draw, dump it down, kill some time off the clock. Look for the goaltender to head to the bench if the Ironmen get control here. Theo out to Sokol. He's had himself a game. Farmer digs in the corner. Same with Anderson. Anderson tries to shove it with his hand. As there's 32 seconds remain on the clock in here in regulation. Six Nations going to call a timeout here. Good call on that. They're going to have the puck in the Stratford end. Let's see what the Ironmen are going to draw up here. Tim Porter out of the net. And it looks like it's going to be Oakley Thomas. Oakley Thomas, Mitch Green, Steve Laforme, Dylan Hill. Yeah, that's Mitch Green, Dylan Hill on the point. Oakley Thomas. Kessler Sky. Laforme on the draw. There's a shot, scramble. Green gets it, dumps it into the corner. Sky, out to Bridgeland. Centering pass, there's a shot from Dillon. That one just goes wide. 11 seconds to go here. Green dumps it in again, Bridgeland into the corner. One last gasp here. Puck comes out front, there's a spin shot, and that one just goes wide. And boy, oh boy, what a finish. A great finish, a race to the finish. As the Six Nations Ironmen almost pull it out. As the Stratford Irish take home a 6-5 win over the Six Nations Ironmen as both teams look to shake hands after this one. Great game by both teams, but first star for sure in this one is going to have to be Merrick Pavlis. 51 saves. He was a busy guy. He was a busy guy. 16 shots the Ironmen fire at him in the third period alone for a total of 51 shots. So Tim Porter down to the other end with a great performance of his own. But leading the way today, Terry Bridgeland, Dylan Hill, he had 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points to lead the way. Mitch Green had 2 assists. Kessler Sky had 1 goal, 1 assist. Bridgeland had 1 goal, 1 assist. LaForme 1 and 1. Skylar Thomas a goal. Brendan Anderson had 1 assist. And a great effort by the Six Nations Ironmen for the Stratford Irish. Leading the way was Matthew Henderson. He had a goal and 2 assists. And Thomas Maya, he also had a goal and 2 assists. Brady Hunter had a pair of goals. Cole Thiessen had a pair of assists, and so did Matt Montgomery. Anthony Stavro, he had a goal, and so did Ryan Migliacco. But what a great effort. Great game. Both teams put on a great show tonight. Thanks for joining us here on the Daryl Smart Media YouTube page, and follow along for the journey this winter, the Northern Premier Hockey League action here on this page. And thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time. We will see you next Sunday when the Ironmen host the Halton Hills Coyotes at 3:30. If you want to come here live to the arena, come to the arena for a 3:30 start. And of course, we'll have the game on YouTube later on in the day or the next day after that. For Ben Hill, I'm Daryl Smart. Thank you very much for joining us here, and we will see you next time.